Welcome to Comfort Avenue number 2. My name is James Williams Jr., and for today, I will give you three movies and sagas that I think they should be remade. And since now Marvel has the tech, and I think they still have the rights to some of these, except for like the Japanese show that's gonna come first, um, they should probably remake them now. So let's start with The Guyver. The Guyver was two movies about this alien tech that apparently came to Earth and was discovered in this Japanese or Asian doctor and his daughter had discovered it. And if you go by the Japanese animated cartoon, you will get a whole totally different lore, which I don't really remember, but it was a pretty good cartoon because there was three Guyvers. But for the movie purposes, they only made two movies, and both movies were great. But now with the tech that we have to make movies, I think that they should remake them. But if they do, try to have the same guy for all two movies, or make an entire saga like they did with the Japanese animation, and that will more or less give us substance and depth, so that when we go see this movie, we will all get the chance to get it right. We'll know more, we'll get to do more, we can explore more, we can taste more. And Guyver was a pretty good damn movie. Mark Hamill played the cop that would become the Z Lord or whatever the hell those things were called. But he started off as a good guy. He became a bad guy. He died and became a good guy again. The Guyver itself, the guy was killed by the guys, and Jimmy Walker played this big bat-eared doohickey thingy, where he more or less had he like survived. And the second Guyver, which like had a totally different guy, and Vivian Wu was not in the second Guyver, and she was my main reason for seeing the first Guyver because I'm a big time little drum beater fan, and it was really well worth seeing, and I really thoroughly enjoyed the first Guyver, and I thoroughly enjoyed the second Guyver. It was made a few years later. It was pretty good, and if you're a Guyver fan, it was based in some woodland resort or something. It's been a while since I've seen it. I'm gonna have to Google it and try to find it and watch it again. But those were pretty decent as movies. If you're into the Guyver, that would be the one thing I would advise you to try and see and check out and everything. Now, if you're not into the Guyver, then I would give you the advice that it is a must-see. You really should check it out, and I almost guarantee you won't really be disappointed, especially if you're a sci-fi fan. The Guyver 2 had more enemies, more fighting, and it was really low-key. I don't think any of these movies actually made it to the theater. I won't swear to it because I seen them at direct-to-video, especially number 2. So they were both really great movies that came out in the 90s. Alright, now let's move on to what I really want to talk about. The next one is Blade. Everyone who knows anything about Blade, you've probably mostly learned it on Spider-Man, the animated series that came on Fox a few years back in the 90s. I'm sure most of you guys were really young, if you existed at all. I was really young, and I did exist. Well, Blade is the Daywalker, who also was a member of the Night Stalkers, which was led by Johnny Blaze, which if they're going to make the story, I would prefer that if they made Blade, that they follow the complete Night Stalkers origin of how they met, how they started going after these vampires, how they teamed up with Michael Morbius, who was a good guy, who was a bad guy, who was a good guy, and how they got all this stuff together so that they could, more or less put them in the situation that they had to be heroes. The Night Stalkers was a pretty badass cartoon, but Blade movie with Wesley Snipes were great, and they focused mostly on Blade and Whistler, but they never really let you know about Johnny Blaze and Morbius and Black Cat and them, and I don't know why they never did that, but I guess it's because they only had the right to Blades when they made the movie. So, I think that if they concentrated and focused now, that, Marvel, I believe, still owns the rights to Blade, so I don't know why they won't re-up him and make him or whatever, or if they didn't, they need to buy the Blade rights back so they can really bring Blade back so we could have more colored heroes. But however, Blade had three great movies, so you know you kind of want to you kind of want to click that you want that to be in there. You know what I mean? You really want him to have his crew and everything, but you really want him to be there. So you want him to be able to rock a Billy, and you know you want to be able to make the movie great again. I had to throw that in. I'm sorry. So if you can make three Blade movies again, and you know if you could cast it, because the Blade Saga was pretty good with the guy from Onyx. Also, I can't remember the name. I think it was Sticky Fingers, but you know, it was a fairly awesome ass movie, and I think that it didn't get it the credit it deserved. The series didn't get the credit it deserved, and Netflix probably, had they existed, they probably could have saved it. You know, but yeah, Blade was awesome. I'm James Williams Sr. Coffee Having number 2.